Hi everyone, and welcome to another one of our weekly forecast videos where I'm gonna go through the charts on euro dollar and gold. I'm gonna show you what potential setups we're looking at, and I'll explain to you what we need to see in order to enter a trade on any of those. That way you can learn a lot about our way of trading, what kind of strategies we use, and a lot more valuable information. So before we proceed, make sure to join our free Telegram channel and also subscribe to this YouTube channel so you don't miss out any of our future content. Very soon we're gonna have our website up and running, and you can try and win a full course package worth over €1,000. To find out how to do that, again, you can join our free Telegram channel. There's going to be a link in the description down below. Okay, without further ado, let's carry on with this video. Since it's Monday, the beginning of the week, as you may already know, what we like to do is we go through the economic calendar and see what kind of news we've got ahead for this week, as we want to get prepared for any high impact news to come. And looking at Monday and Tuesday, nothing is really going on. Then on Wednesday, we've got Bank of Canada's interest rate decision. So especially if you're gonna have any positions with the Canadian dollar, watch out for price action around this event. And then on Thursday we've got European Central Bank interest rate decision as well right here. Before that we've got Bank of Japan's interest rate decision, but I don't really think that's gonna have such an effect on price action. And then on Friday, GDP, which again I don't really believe it will affect price action that much. So it's pretty much just Wednesday and Thursday with some high impact news for this week. Okay, the first instrument that I'm going to start off with will be euro dollar. And if you haven't seen the video from last week, make sure to do so. There's going to be a button in the top right hand corner. But to be honest, price action hasn't changed much since then. Again, on a daily time frame, we can expect a downside continuation. Then we're going to drop down to the 4-hour chart and see how things looks there. But basically, we're going to be waiting for price to break below previous structure. And then on the hourly chart, again, we can see what kind of entry we could have in more detail. Okay, let's head over to the chart and see what it's all about. Looking at the daily time frame here on euro dollar, we mapped out this zone right here last week, and we talked about a possible rejection off of that zone and price possibly continuing lower, at least reaching the levels of around 1.15 and retesting the previous lows. Okay, like I said, not much has happened since price entered this zone, although it does give us multiple wicks to the upside, showing us that this is a strong zone and price is currently rejecting this level. Okay, now we are looking at a downtrend on the higher time frame, so that's why we think there's a higher probability that price will continue lower. Therefore, we're going to be looking for short entries, and price entering this zone was our first confirmation to start looking for those entries or to make any right inside of this zone. So if I drop down to the 4-hour chart, first we had a double top up here, and we expected that price will come down, and as soon as we saw that it didn't break below the lows the first time it came down here to retest them, then we said that we could actually get another push to the upside before price actually continuing lower. Okay, I might have mentioned that in our closed Telegram group. However, what I'm going to say right now is that since we didn't break below the structure down here, I am expecting this next push and probably price continuing a little bit higher up. So it could come all the way up to 1.17, retest that level. We've got previous structure here as well, so that's totally possible to see market up here, and then from here we could expect a downside push again. Like I said, price coming down to around 1.15, 1.5020. So if you are not in an active position right now, I would say wait for either to see market breaking below this level at 1.1620 and then enter the trade, or you can wait for that pullback to end Again, it could happen around 1.17 or slightly lower, slightly higher as well, and then wait for a nice reversal signal, a reversal candlestick pattern, maybe a pattern formation, whatever it may be, something to indicate that, this upside move is coming to an end and the downtrend from the higher time frames will continue. That's when you can make an entry, and if it is a bit higher than current price levels, that will give you an even better risk to reward ratio. If you're going to be entering right now at current price levels, you will have to place your stop loss at around 1.1760, just because you don't know if price will continue higher or if you break below previous structure. Okay, so obviously right now is not the best entry, because you can use the same stop loss but entering at a higher price level, or you can wait for that break below and then use a tighter stop loss, as it will be confirmed once you see market below this structure. Okay, so I'm going to delete all that, and we are then going to drop down to the hourly chart, and what we see here is that we've actually got a market reaction again at this level where we had a couple of previous highs. So a strong resistance up here. Now, if price actually, pushes to the downside, breaking below this structure right here, comes back for a retest, this is going to be your next entry level. And that way you can use a stop loss above this structure. Okay, once we see that break below and a close below, the 1.1620 level, this is going to be a confirmation that we should see price continuing lower. Okay, and obviously if I see market breaking above 1.17 and closing above it, so right around here, then to me that probably means that we could actually see euro dollar continuing higher, although I'm not really expecting this to happen this week, because I'm pretty sure that we're actually going to see another week of strong US dollar. Therefore we should see euro dollar with a downside continuation. Okay, on our last video we had a comment from one of our subscribers, and he was asking if we can analyze the instruments pound dollar and pound yen, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do right now. But that's the point of commenting below our videos, is because we pay attention to those comments and we need to know what you guys want to see from us in the future. So make sure to comment down below, what do you think of those setups? And are these videos helpful to you at all? Also, join our free Telegram channel where you can find a lot more valuable content, other setups like this, and you can also find our contacts there if you want to get involved in our closed private Telegram members group as well. Here's the pound dollar on the daily time frame. So just like with the euro dollar, we've got a down trend on the higher time frame, so that means as we drop down we're going to be looking for short entry opportunities. Okay, now although we are expecting for price to come down lower, there could be one more push to the upside before that drop happens. So looking at the 4-hour time frame, we want to see the reversal of that upside move that we've had recently, and that's exactly what we could be looking at right now. Okay, so like I said, we're either gonna have one more push to the upside, and then we're gonna have to look for reversal signals. That's what we can use to enter a trade here, a short trade on pound dollar. Or if I drop down to the hourly chart, what we can look for is for price to break below the 1.3740 level. Okay, so once we see a break below that level, this is going to be a confirmation for a downside continuation from the higher time frame. So that means the pullback and the retest of this support, which should then act as resistance, will be a great entry opportunity to take price lower. At this point you can use a stop loss just around 1.3793, 94, 95, or if you want to be really aggressive with this one, you can even use a stop loss just above the reversal here. Okay, let's have a look at pound yen. Here is the daily time frame on pound yen, and since we're expecting the dollar yen to continue higher, and also looking at this bullish impulse here on pound yen, the only thing that we could expect is for price to continue higher. Okay, obviously a lot of bullish pressure here, a lot of buyers in the market. We currently have a pullback as well, so if I take my fib retracement to, just gonna place it from swing low up here to swing high, we are already at the 23.6 fib retracement. Okay, now we could see that 38.2 as well. So looking at the 4-hour time frame, we don't know yet if this retracement will continue lower, or is price going to push off of that first retracement fib level and it will continue higher. So that's why if we switch over to the hourly chart, let's say we see price creating a double bottom right here, this could be our first entry, but that only happens if we get a nice reversal signal, something like a candlestick pattern. Okay, and once it continues higher, this right here, the break above this previous structure, could be our entry as well. Okay, this is a little bit more confirmed and a safer way, but that way you will have to use a bigger stop loss. However, I think this is the better opportunity, as we will be expecting for price to continue much higher, and you can actually use an open take profit here and then just move your stop loss below every higher structure that price creates, because we are looking at a pretty strong bullish move here. All right, but obviously if we see market coming down here and not pushing off, but instead of that continuing lower, well, then that means that this retracement, which is currently going on, might actually push off of the some of the next fib levels, and then we're going to be looking for that upside continuation. Okay, and finally moving on to gold. We did have some moves last week, so we're going to see how last week closed, specifically how Friday closed during last week. We are expecting a downside continuation on gold, and of course long term gold will go higher and it will most probably reach all-time highs. But before that, we've been talking about this potential drop for a long time now, and I think that the time has come. So that's why on the 4-hour time frame, I'm going to show you why I think we're seeing an end of the pullback and we are expecting the next drop. And then on the hourly time frame, we can talk about specific take profit and stop loss levels as well. Okay, so let's head over to the chart. Looking at the daily time frame, we've had this descending trend line affecting price action every time it touches it, right? We have a market reaction right here, and then we've also got another one right here. And when price was up here, we were expecting to see that downside move taking price to around the 1700 levels. Okay, 1725, 1700, anywhere in between that level. So we did have that push to the downside, but then price immediately came back to the upsides here. So we didn't enter the trade straight away, because we shared with our members that there's going to be another push to the upside most likely. So that's exactly what happened next. But then what we see here is this daily candle which happened on Friday last week. So what we've got is a long wick to the upside, showing us rejection, which is again affected by this descending trend line, right? So what I think right now is that we will see that push to the downside, although it looks like we've got a minor breakout here. But we've also got this level of 1813, which we don't really expect that price will break above, or at least not right now. Okay, so I am expecting to see a push to the downside, taking price to around the 1725 level. Okay, right around here. If I drop down on the 4-hour time frame, I'm looking at price action here, and there's a couple of scenarios. You can enter right now and then place your stop loss around 1815, so just above that wick, because like I said, if we see price breaking and closing above 1815, basically this week right here, and it comes higher and higher, well, this downside move might actually not happen at all. Okay, and the other way is to wait for price to break below the 1782 level, which is just below this candle right here, and then wait for that retest and then enter again. But this time you will have to use quite wide stop loss, because it will have to be at the same level, okay? And then you can go for targets at around 17.25 if you wish. So it is a little bit risky to enter now, but decide what you want to do, because your stop loss right now will be just $15 and you're going for take profit of about $75. If you wait for that break below, then your stop loss is going to be over $30 and take profit potentially about $60, something like this, which is again a positive risk to reward ratio, but I think in this case the risk is kind of worth it. Okay, so again, if we drop down to the hourly chart, current price levels 1800, stop loss at 1815, and take profit anywhere around the 1725 level. Basically we are expecting that price will at least retest the lows are right here where we've had previous structure as well. It could actually come a bit lower also, and from there well, we're going to be talking about what could happen next in the next videos, but that could be the last push before gold shoots up and potentially reaches all-time highs. But like I said, that's in the future, so let's first see what is going to happen around this level right here. Okay, so please comment down below, what do you think of this setup here? Do you trade gold yourself, and what do you think about the rest of the video as well? Follow us on all social media. There's going to be a link in the description down below. Join our free Telegram channel and subscribe to our YouTube as well. There's a lot more content coming out pretty soon, so stay tuned, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Wish you all the best and successful trading. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to watch our last 2 videos where you can find more valuable information. Check out our channel for more trading related videos. I wish you all a successful trading, and I'll see you next time.